Glad to have you with us from Kennesaw, Georgia, and Fifth Third Bank Stadium. It's the Western Kentucky Hilltoppers and the Kennesaw State Owls. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Hey guys, I caught up with the Owls head coach. He loves where his team is at right now, guys. As you remember, they lost their first game of the season, and he said we rallied and regrouped in that moment. Now on a 3-game winning streak, he understands what his team needs from him, and he said they understand what I need too. That is consistency and execution and physicality at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hilltoppers offense will go on the attack first. There's Colin Dixon, a huge part of this passing attack. He's a good route runner, good solid hands, and a big part of this passing attack.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, in a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they had hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Out wide right, it's Claiborne. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Out wide left, it's Dixon. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
He stopped at the 32-yard line, pick up a 5 on the play, and it'll be a 1st down.
And that's a good 2nd down run. Commit to the running game, run the football, great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The fake and wants to throw. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
Really nice play call there by the defensive coordinator as well. He was trying to do something aggressive to stop the momentum of the offense. They look pretty good on this drive. They were marching the football down the field, but on that critical 3rd down, the D coordinator dials it up, the pass rush at the right time, trusting his guys up front to get it done, and they're able to get the sack.
And that is no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same. So Kennesaw State's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. Ricky Collins, everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things.
And I can just tell you, man, just by watching the tape of this dude at the quarterback spot, I don't like it. And I say that, I don't like it from a defensive perspective because he's just got so much speed. He can put so much stress on a defense, and it's just one guy. Break one tackle, can take it to the house, Palmer. It's a rare combination of what this guy can do. He can just take off in the blink and kill defenses.
Must be nice because I have no idea what it feels like, but to be able to run that fast and stretch a defense, that's got to feel pretty good, at least if you're on offense, right? Because not only do you have to focus on our running back, and not only do you have to focus on all of our weapons on the perimeter, because this guy can throw and hurt you as well, but you're right. If he makes you miss and he gets in the 2nd level, this dude is gone.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. He's going to run it. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly, maybe picked up one on the play.
And we've already seen it a couple times now. Like, he is more than willing and actually quick. He's quick to get those puppies moving and get out the pocket and go scramble and make a play. If this defense is paying attention, his feet is a big part of this game plan.
Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And when you start to develop a feel as a tight end that you can feel the zones and the holes, man, you start to become unstoppable. Nice job. QB on the same page, sees his tight end break towards the sidelines, finds the hole in the zone, delivers a strike. Nice.
Touchdown, Owl! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finish it with an 11-yard touchdown dart. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Western Kentucky will start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The run inside. It's Hatcher. Still running at the 40. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. The Hilltoppers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's got the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on 1st down, setting up an easier 2nd down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on 2nd down.
Remember, they missed a field goal on their last drive, but at the very least, they need to get back in field goal range here on 3rd down. He'll try to get to the marker himself. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. The offense is going to try to convert on 4th down. This is well within field goal range, but the kicker has already misfired once. That might have played into the decision. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34. Straight ahead, it's Franklin. They put the brakes on it.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There was a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds on to that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
The kick is on its way. He'll try to make the catch in traffic. He's brought down, and he looked for room to return it, and there wasn't much there. He'll get this drive started from the 29. Looking for space. It's Hatcher. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on 1st down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
At the end of the quarter, it's Kennesaw State on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the 2nd. Fires left side, it's Smith. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, he got loose. What a play all the way inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 29. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Unloads to the wideout. Almost picked off.
And you just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
And the Hilltoppers with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Hatcher. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top on 2nd down. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Got his man. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. It's 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Hatcher. Fighting off the defender. Got a little grass. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Hilltoppers trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's in. Touchdown, Hilltoppers. The extra point here would tie the game. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Owls offense comes out ready to go to work. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Looking for room at the 40. To the 43-yard line and a 1st down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
95-96 Prince. 95-96 Prince. Here, ready, go.
Running inside. It's Franklin. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Went with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. To the air, it's Collins. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got him this time. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and the ball will be spotted at the 47. This Kennesaw State offense is on the move. He'll do it himself. There he goes. Got the 1st down. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Finds a crease at the 20. It's 1st and 10 from the 13. Motion from the wideout. Keeps it himself. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good 2nd down situations.
Flip it out to the back on the screen. Who gives a hoot? The Owls do. It's a touchdown. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. First play of the drive, he'll look to throw. Left side is Dixon. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referees signal for the 2-minute timeout. And the Hilltoppers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Hits inside, it's Hatcher. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the...
Upstairs, he's got it. Out of bounds, right at the... yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. The Hilltoppers have it with a 1st and 10. Could not make his way to the corner. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. Rush right in his face. Unleashes one. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you haven't seen a ton of incompletions in this game, and that's good news for this QB. Obviously, he struggled his last game out. Part of that was the defense. Part of that was him not playing as well as he wanted to. But in this game, he really has been, for the most part, locked in, and that is a good sign for this offense.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. To the air, it's Collins. Under pressure.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and the first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's start with Texas, taking on the number 11 team, the Oklahoma Sooners. And it's the Longhorns, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something. Here now, some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now. Now over to your game inside Fifth Third Bank Stadium. So far today, the most dominant player on the field has been that DB. pass breakups, shutting down one side of the field. He's been a one-man wrecking crew, and he's played a big part in this halftime lead.
And the Hilltoppers will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kennesaw State will go on the attack, the offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball. And
this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
Kennesaw State right back to work. Quick give. It's McFadden. Hit and dropped, and he got nothing on first down.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Caught. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on first down.
Listen, I would feed this guy. Listen, I can run RPOs all I want, but I just need to know if it's a tie, give it to this guy. He'll make plays. He's got speed. He'll hit the hole. He's a physical runner, so I keep feeding this guy for sure.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
Look out! He's got it and still on his feet. So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Motion from the wide receiver. Got it. Tried to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there.
And that's really good defense. That's discipline, man. Understanding covering top to bottom, but not leaving the running back with a lot of space. They throw that football out to the flats. They break on it right now, give up absolutely no yardage. Nice job seeing it, breaking on it, and making the play.
Touchdown, Owls! All that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And this offense doing a really nice job, man. They're understanding who they are. And Jesse, do you find guys, man, on the outside that you know where they're going to be, you know they're going to make plays, and you just continue to feed them?
Yeah, no question, especially in a situation like this, David. When the game's on the line, you got to go to your best players. And quarterbacks, they keep track of what's happening during the game. Who's winning? Who's getting separation on the outside? Who do I feel comfortable throwing to in tight coverage? This is the guy. That's now his second touchdown catch in the game, and I don't think that's going to be the last time we see him touch the ball.
Hold and finds his man on the left. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. And with that last grab coming up just short of the sticks, plenty of options here on second and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Hatcher. Oh, he's got some space. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll give it to him again.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
Second down, going to throw it. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And we were talking about it at half, guys. Like, how are they going to crack this puzzle, right? This defense so elite in the first half. Second half, they come out. They're trying to throw the football, man. I just don't know where the weaknesses are. They're going to have to keep working and keep trying to make that big play and stay aggressive. But so far, on every level of this defense, they've been dominant.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Snagged in the middle. It's Claiborne. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Hilltoppers come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for room, it's Hatcher. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. Picked up 2 yards on the when they need 8 on second down. On the RPO, got it. Makes the grab, and down immediately. He picks up a few.
You know, tight ends are such matchup nightmares and problems for defense. They're too big for DBs to cover, and they're too fast for linebackers to cover. You saw it right there.
Right down the middle. It's complete. Tight windows, no problem to grab the tackle, and it's first down in the red zone at the 10. Wants to throw on first. Caught in the backfield, it's Hatcher. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. The run inside, it's Hatcher. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front seven tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding third and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a fourth down.
Can't make the connection, and the defense gets a fourth down stop.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on fourth down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on fourth down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
We've reached the break. It's Kennesaw State on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Pulls it on the option. Buys just enough space to create some breathing room. He's got it up to the 12.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
He'll pull it down and run. He hits the slide, and he's got enough to convert that third down.
And on third down, he calls his own number. Really nice job by the quarterback, making the decision, being decisive. He does a good job going, getting the first down, a new set of downs for this offense.
Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the fourth quarter.
He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain. Now on second down, they want to keep moving forward and keep that clock churning. Here comes the heat. He's going to take off. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
And that's a missed opportunity by the defense, because if this quarterback is going to decide to run the ball, you have got to make him pay. You at least have to hit him and put him on the ground. I know they didn't give up a big, long, explosive run, but you got to get shots on this guy when you can. That time, they let him get out of bounds.
And he's knocked down, but not before he picks up enough for the first down. The Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Straight ahead, it's McFadden. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. That's the sophomore running back they're taking a look at, and Holly Rowe will let us know what's going on the sideline. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. He'll keep it himself. And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense.
Really nice job by the defense shutting down all the options. Don't let him get into his reading phase. Go get him right now, play sound, and more importantly, tackle him and get him on the ground.
Looking to throw, it's Collins. Escapes the pressure to his right. Going to try to get it himself. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
That's such a gut punch if you're the defense, because you're trailing in this game. You have got to find a way to get off the field on 3rd down, but you can't stop the quarterback scramble. He's just been making plays in this game in critical moments, none bigger than that one right there with the lead late in the game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, looking to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Gary. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Kennesaw State coming out with another 1st down. Run in the red zone, it's Franklin. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And that's really nice offensively, because you're in the red zone. You do have an opportunity to add to your lead here, but you're staying in bounds. I think the clock right now is the most important thing. How can we keep this thing ticking away? By going down in bounds, you're doing exactly that.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Throws it off the RPO. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop.
And he waltzes in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kennesaw State does. Touchdown, Owls. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And they did tack on the extra point. Deep in the end zone, it's Price. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So here comes the Hilltoppers offense ready to start this drive. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the 4th down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Right side, it's Smith. At the 40, there he goes. Finally forced out of bounds, maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Hilltoppers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. Fresh set of downs going up top. With the catch, it's Dixon. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. He wants to throw it again. It's dropped after taking the hit.
And this is always the time in the game where coaches are absolutely watching. Like, which one of my guys mail it in and quit? And if you're the quarterback, man, you've been sacked a few times, you've turned the football over. Like, continue to play, find some ways to maybe get a few first downs and make something positive happen.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Slides away. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Needs it here on fourth down. He's got it. Not gonna make it. And the fourth down gamble backfires. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. And he's brought down after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Give to the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. From the gun, it's Franklin. They're going to stop him short, and man, we haven't seen a lot of that. This offense has been a machine on 3rd down.
Number 94 in punt formation to kick off.
Winning those individual 6-second battles every play, time after time after time after time, and that leads to a victory here.
And I love when teams go out and play like it's sudden death. Like if they lose the game, their entire season is over. This game wasn't for the national championship, but you wouldn't know that watching this winning team, David. Tremendous effort and tremendous execution.
I love competitive people. I love competitive coaches. I love competitive teams that they know that their job is to go out and get a W no matter where you play. You want to play in the parking lot? We'll go meet you. Great job by this team being ready, getting the W.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.